Grind is out to see the song. We'll be making these tunes until the weed is gone. We sonic boom, keep the metaphor going. From the farm to the lab, but you already knowin'. Another season from the seed to the bong. It's a never-ending cycle, so we never stop growing. Check the style, y'all, I've never been a clone. Cali dad, I got a style on my own. I live in the forest, no shortage on trees. Got a jar in every drawer full of foliage. OG, cooling with my homies on the Saturday.
What's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, I want to talk to you about the quarterback that the Detroit Lions got in the UDF, and that's Luke Altmyer. I wanted to talk about this kid because I got a chance to watch his film, kind of study this kid, and really trying to understand this kid because you never know who could be the next Brock Purdy. You don't know. The biggest thing is, when I look at a prospect, man, I don't just see them as a snapshot. I look at the totality of what they can be. This kid has never got an opportunity to throw a football in the National Football League yet. And definitely, man, I want to see what Luke Altmyer brings to the table. Now, one thing that I've been watching about this kid is that he can get the ball down the field. He's a dual threat quarterback. He's mobile. And that's something that the Detroit Lions do not have in Jared Goff. Now, I'm not here to say that Jared Goff is going to be replaced by this guy, because we know that right now Jared Goff, this is Jared Goff's team. And what I do want to see is the Lions really truly develop a quarterback, a guy that they can eventually say, hey, man, let's see what you got. And I'm hoping that the Lions give this kid the fair opportunity to be developed behind Jared Goff. Now, I know that Teddy Bridgewater is going to be the number 2 quarterback, and I'm not going to take anything away from Teddy Bridgewater, because we know that what he brings to the table, and that's experience. But this young fella right here, who's one of the UDFs, I want to see him and Anthony Lucas, I'm really keeping my eyes on, because I want to see these guys get some type of development. I think that these guys can make the roster. Will they make the roster? I don't know. And if Luke Altmyer makes the roster, of course, he'll probably be a practice squad player. But at the same time, I think the Lions need to take it serious and develop a guy. They need to develop a guy. The reason why the other teams are doing the things that they're doing is because they have a quarterback that's under a rookie contract. All the other quarterbacks mostly are under rookie contracts, and Jared Goff is getting paid a lot of money. And we really, really need to build this defense up. We need this defense to be better than what it was last season. Now, I don't know truly if the defense is going to be better this year. We don't know until these guys get out on the field and they play. But at the same time, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Luke Altmyer on film. The dude is mobile. This is something that we've been wanting in Detroit for a long time. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if they're black, white, yellow, green, or blue. We need a quarterback that got some type of mobility, somebody that offers something different from Jared Goff. So, this is no knock on Jared Goff, because we know that he's our quarterback. But at the same time, I want to see what this kid can do in preseason. I don't even really want to see Teddy Bridgewater in preseason as much. I want to see this kid get some reps, and, which I know Teddy Bridgewater is going to get reps too as well. But we really don't need to play Jared Goff. We know what Jared Goff brings to the table. But I want to see, can this dude really, really play football? I love the way that he's able to move in the pocket. He's not just going to stand there and take a sack. He will escape the pocket, and he's able to run long runs. I saw that when he was at Illinois. I see that he's coming off 2 back-to-back 2,000-yard passing seasons with Illinois with over 20-plus touchdowns. So the guy is pretty accurate with the football, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens and how the Lions are planning on utilizing Luke Altmyer. But I want to see this kid play. I want to see him play in the preseason, and I want to see him get a lot of snaps. I want to see them do something different even than what they did with Hendon Hooker. You know what I mean? You know what Hendon Hooker brought to the table. We knew that Hendon Hooker is a very talented quarterback. And I'm not going to say that Hendon Hooker can't have redemption in his football career, because he can. But at the same time, the Lions need to learn how to develop a quarterback. They've never been able to do that. And I think this is a year where, even though this guy right now currently is, a UDF, that doesn't mean that he can't make the team as a third string quarterback, and you just let him get on the practice squad and you develop him. You let him develop. You let him play in the preseason. You let him make his mistakes because they're going to make mistakes. That's the thing about prospects, man. Nobody is perfect coming into the NFL. I know we, you know what I'm saying, we as fans, we judge these players and we make our opinions and thoughts about these players, but we don't really know how good these guys are going to be until they lace up in the NFL. Once they get an opportunity to lace those chin straps and lace those shoes and stuff like that, and they're able to get out on the field and show us something, then we can kind of get an assessment of the player. So I don't want to make an assessment on Luke Altmyer, who's never played in NFL, who's never taken a snap, who's never gotten a rep. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to see the Detroit Lions develop a quarterback. And I like that this kid is mobile. I like that, man. I don't know if you guys like it, but I love it because I want to see something different from Jared Goff. I know what Jared brings to the game. He's very good. He's a game manager. He's going to manage the game well. He's going to dink and dunk the ball down the field. I've seen it for years. I know what Jared Goff's ceiling is. But I want to see what another quarterback looks like when he is truly developed by the Detroit Lions. So we'll see, man, if the Lions really are going to develop Luke Altmyer or they're going to allow another team to come in and swoop in and get him. We don't know. But I'm willing to give this kid an opportunity. I'm willing to give this kid a shot to see, do he have what it takes to be a second-string quarterback in the National Football League. You know, I know it's hard, you know what I'm saying, finding a quarterback. And I'm not saying that this dude is going to be our quarterback. But only thing that I am saying is let's give him a fair opportunity to be able to get some reps in the NFL. And let's see what he can do. You never know who you got on your roster. You never know what type of player you got on your roster until they get a chance to lace the cleats up. You don't know what type of player is on the team. You don't know. You're looking at him now and saying, he just another scrub or he's not that good. Just like the same thing with Anthony Lucas as well, who's a guy that got a lot of raw potential. And I'm glad that the Lions did pick him up because he was one of the guys that I was going to do a video on, but I didn't get a chance to get to it. But at the same time, I do want to see what Luke Altmyer brings to the table. And I know as a Detroit Lions fan, you guys want to see something a little different as well. But we'll see, man, if the Detroit Lions will develop him. Because if they got time to develop him, then we'll see what we have in Luke Altmyer. All right, guys, this is Raw Detroit, and I'm out of here. Peace.